Well, I had a very nice talk that I found on the computer, and well, actually I wrote one, and then I went to print it, and the title of it was Going Home, and I printed Going Home, and what I ended up printing was something I had done about 12 years ago. Yeah. So I've made some adjustments to it, and you might have to bear with me a little bit. I have notes. But anyway, going home. The last 3 weeks have been holidays, and holidays bring back memories. Memories of home, memories of people who aren't around anymore. It can be a very emotional time. In the past 3 weeks also, 6 people that I have known, not necessarily that closely, but still not known, have passed. The oldest was 89, the youngest was 45, quite a range. That also gives us pause to think about things, to think about everything that's happened to us, the impact different people have had on us. Home means a lot of different things and means something different to everybody. Of course, home is probably the first thing that you think of is where you grew up. The house you grew up in, the people that were there, parents, visitors, grandparents, aunts, uncles, et cetera, whether they were at holiday times, special occasions, other birthdays, different things, casually stop by. Where we grew up, the friends in the neighborhood, that was home. But again, home can mean something different at different times when you first think about it. We planned the beginning of this service the way we used to do it. The statement of faith, presence of the Lord, even we used to sing a lot. And we picked those because they were home to us for a long time. This place is my spiritual home. When I actually started actively participating in my spiritual life and growth, there were a bunch of people here who helped me. They were my home. Virtually none of them is around anymore. Only 2 that I can think of out of a dozen. Beginning of the year, starting, it's important to think about all of that, but it is also important not to dwell too much on it. Take from it what was, because all of that has helped make you and me who we are today. It has had an impact on how we see our world. Coming home to it, coming home to those thoughts and ideas is important, because sometimes we drift. Different things happen. We get upset, accidents, people leaving us, whatever. But we need to come home, come back to our center, as some people call it, come back to our ideas of who we are and what we want to be, because that is also our home. We have a home inside of us that sometimes some doors open that we really don't want to have opened. We need to close them, but sometimes we do need to take a look and to see what we feel about these and deal with it. The past is the past. We can't live there, we shouldn't live there. The future, to paraphrase some stuff here, the future is tomorrow. You can plan for the future, but you can't live there. You have to live in the present, and you have to live in the presence of everything around you, including spirit. There's a time to listen to people. There's also a time that you need to take to listen to yourself. That small voice sometimes that pushes you a little bit. Not to anything necessarily big, but it pushes you to something that you need to see. Someone you might need to meet, even for just a couple minutes. That little voice is home. That is where spirit is. And you need to listen to it, whether it's in the quiet or whether it's driving down the seaway behind three people who, in your opinion, shouldn't be on the road anymore. It's that voice that also calms us all and everyone, not just us here and not just anyone in the service today, but everywhere, to help prevent us from doing something that we really don't want to do. We need to stay there more and more with things going on in the world. On one hand, we sort of need to pay attention to it, but on the other hand, we don't need to take it into ourselves, because that is not who we are. That is not our home. I am now to some extent at a loss for words, because I think I've said everything I wanted to say. So I'm going to stop, and we're going to sing another song and do everything else we have to. Anyway, especially this time of year, that is my coming home. It is my thinking about things and remembering the people who helped me be who I am today. Thank you.
So it is time to get comfy. Find a comfortable place on where you're sitting and close your eyes and just be still. Imagine the Christ light that is burning bright in front of us. Visualize that flame in your mind. It'll be moving and glowing. It will be the peace in your heart, the light in your heart, the peace in your heart, and the comfort in your heart. Every day we have that divinity within us. It was given to us the day we were born, and it lasts every single day of our life until we go home. This light, this love, this peace, this comfort, this light of God within us. We are blessed, we are enlightened, we are loved, and we truly are the peace of God, the Spirit of God, and the love of God in physical form. Every single time that you help a friend, you offer comfort, you're there, is God in action. That Spirit, that Christ light that was given to us when we were born. Remember how important it is to have peace. Remember how important it is to give to each other and to love each other. That's our mission in our lives, is to be a part of. The gift is in the giving and in the receiving. Amen.